welcome to a divine masculine and divine feminine reading. The time is definitely right to do it now. Some of you might have been expecting it a few days ago, but you know, I only do readings when I feel called to do readings. I don't force myself to do them, and I don't like to do them like too often either. It was definitely a bit of an anomaly, the amount of readings that I've been posting so frequently recently. I've just been really called to do them after a bit of a hiatus. So those of you that expect readings all the time, it's not going to happen. But when they do happen, the messages that need to come out are going to come out. So the time is definitely right for this one. I have been away for a couple of days. I just want to say I had the privilege, the absolute joy and privilege of meeting a fellow twin flame reader called Anthi, who has a channel called Twin Love. And it was just so amazing to meet her. She's such a lovely person, and I absolutely adore her readings as well. Do check out her channel. And also recently, I have to say a very special thank you to absolutely everyone who sent me an email. It's no coincidence, I think, the kind of correspondence that's been happening specifically around this time. So I just want to say a shout out to you guys, really. I know there's a lot of people who watch this channel and they have things to say, and if you do want to, you know, shout me an email, if you do want to write to me, please do. It's such a privilege to receive you know, your thoughts and communications, and it means a lot to me. I am the most rubbish person at getting back to people, and you know, apologies for that. That's just how it is. But I just wanted to say a great big thank you to everyone who has been just supporting the channel and telling me how much the readings and the other videos that I've made mean to you guys, really, because that really helps me to keep going. I also want to let you guys know, because a lot of people have also been saying that they're interested in some of the other projects that I keep talking about and not really talking about at the same time. I'm working, and what's been keeping me so busy, my main focus is actually, you know, I do these as a support because I know that people need to hear the messages, and I am happy for the channel to grow, and welcome to everyone who's new, etc. But you know, the main thing that I'm here for is a couple of very broad. I don't want to just help. Basically my intention is to help everyone, because we're all, you know, I'm not part of the sort of, you know, it's all about, I'm only going to focus on the twin flames, because we are here for everybody else. Like, we are not here, like, especially if you believe that you are a light worker, if you love these phrases like light worker and these labels like twin flame and all of that, we're not here for ourselves. You've got to understand that we are here to do a bigger thing, and I'm not here just to read cards. I'm actually here for, and there's nothing wrong with that, it's a great thing to do. And I've always said, you know, if you feel called to do something, we're not all meant to be card readers. We're really not. So my project is actually, it's organic clothing. That's what I am working on at the moment. I will definitely tell you guys more as the project develops. And you know, I know I don't do this for the money, but I'm definitely going to be very grateful, let's just say, for any support I can get for my other project when the time comes for that. So I will make a video, and I probably will it's not going to be exactly crowdfunding on this channel, but anyone who would like to support it and feels called to support it, when I give you more information, I'm working on a website and stuff at the moment. But anyone who feels called to support me with that is going to make a massive difference to a lot of people. Anyway, so I just wanted to say that, and now let's carry on with the reading. This is a divine masculine and divine feminine reading, and before I did the reading, I was like, oh my god, you know, if I get the strength card and if I get the sun card again, it's just going to be so crazy. Why is everything just screaming at me about August, Leo season, Lion's Gate? And guess what? Both of those cards showed up in the reading. So let's start. This is the treble cross, I can't even get the words out, the treble cross Nadi spread. On this side, we've got the divine feminine. On this side, we've got the divine masculine. On this side, in the middle, we've got the union energies. These two cards on the outside are advice cards, and these cards are how the respective divine masculine, divine feminine, are feeling towards the union. And this is generally kind of past, present, future energies. And we've got underlying energies right here for those of you that aren't familiar. Also, I have still got a couple of spaces for readings. I'm not going to do more than 5. I will do them on Wednesday if anyone is interested. I've put the description in the box below. I don't know when I'm going to do readings again after that. I don't know when I'm going to get time. But last time I didn't put the details there. The details are there now. And it's only after everyone's kind of paid up that I can really confirm basically who I'm going to do a reading for. And if you don't get a chance to do one now, I'm sure I'll be doing one in, I don't know, like next month or something. So we'll see. Right, now that's out of the way. Let's start with the divine masculine. I've been very called to start with the divine masculine right now. I was so thrilled when I saw these cards because they're really kind of, they're really reflected, especially the divine masculine side, really reflected with the union energies. So recent past, we've got the 10 of Swords, and what a joy to see this in the past position. It just means that there has been a real sense of resolution isn't the right word, completion. There's been a real completion and integration. I've been using the word integration so much in my readings ever since I started doing them again after my little hiatus. And it's because so many things have been integrated, and the divine masculine has really come to terms with the fact that he betrayed himself. He did a lot of things that almost made it, he not deserving, but people stabbed him for a reason. People stabbed him in the back for a reason. A lot of this is him stabbing himself in the back, stabbing himself, and he was the architect of his own demise. He really was. And he's starting to realize that. And he's starting, from that rebirth, he's starting to take responsibility for his actions and also come to terms with the past, come to terms with the fact that people he really cared about betrayed him. And people that, that he was feeling quite pure towards, maybe weren't feeling so pure towards him. This could be family members, it could be work, it could be the twin flame, it could be the karmic, if you want to call it karmic, soulmates, whoever the hell he's been with and he feels betrayed by. He has come to grips with his own place in the dynamic and in whatever unfolded because of that. Also, lots of cycles have come to an end. Loads of karmic cycles have come to an end. Loads of his negative self-beliefs and thoughts and thought patterns, they've also come to an end. He's kind of seen how problematic they are, and he is definitely starting again from those things. And now there's a few cards that came out in the divine masculine's line, and I was like, are you serious? This is just amazing. For the present, they've got the Four of Wands, the marriage card, the twin flame card, and strength, which is card number 8, which is the card of Leo, and August is the 8th month, and it's strength. This is very much about them strengthening, and we've got the twin flame sign here. I'm very, very drawn to the twin flame sign. So we've got a 4 and an 8, and it's very much about the divine masculine, one, feeling the divine feminine and recognizing her as his divine counterpart, and really, really wanting marriage with her, a union with her, a coming together, a celebration with her. I'm seeing so much joy and growth with these flowers, these flower decorations, ornaments, crowns. It's very much about signifying, beautifying things. And I'm also hearing the passage of time, like the time is now, because flowers bloom for a short period of time and you've got to pick them and make the most of them during that time. That time is now, and that's what they're starting to see. But again, lots of this is going to really kind of bloom. It's really going to come out in August, during Leo season. I don't actually know when Leo season actually starts. But lots is going to happen during the Lion's Gate as well. Beautiful, beautiful. He's actually being strong enough. He's finding the strength to actually be true to himself. After this death, he's had to pick himself up. He's had to really, really dig deep and find his own inner strength to pick himself up and be true to himself, because after all of this completion, he's got no bloody option except to actually be true to himself, because all the lies, where did it get him? All the inauthenticity, this is where it got him. And I'm getting the feeling that the lies, the inauthenticity, it just built up. I mean, he's got like the maximum number of swords just crammed in there. Like everything was a failure. Everything that he tried to build on this lie, this inauthentic self of his, complete failure. I'm just seeing this X, this kind of like, you're not gonna pass. It's not happening. No, block. So that's why he knows that he has to find the strength within himself to find joy, to make the best of this situation. And he's actually become the lion. He's eaten this carcass, this old carcass. He's eaten it, and he's completely transformed it into something that's causing him to strengthen. And what does he want? He's seeing now finally that the divine feminine has always been there guiding him, for one, and also that she is what he truly wants. And future, we've got the 9 of Cups, and this is 11:11 on the timer, and this is where he wants to go. He wants to go after his dream. This is what he wants. He knows what he wants, and he's starting to realize that he can have it as well. So let's look at the advice for divine masculine, and we've got the 7 of Pentacles. This is about, I'm getting a strong sense that this is a time of there is a little bit of waiting. There is a little bit of work that's still going into it right now. Now, it's kind of a dual thing, because I'm also getting, I know that some of you guys have told me also that you are going to meet your divine feminines. That union is already here. It's just about to happen. For some people, for a lot of people, lots of stuff is going to happen around August, around Leo season, this summer. So there's going to be work involved. There's going to be patience that is going to be needed for whatever is happening. But you know that something really, really beautiful is going to happen with these seeds, with these things that have been planted. These and a lot of these things are, I'm hearing fate as well. So a lot of this stuff would have been decided before, you know, like, I mean, really before. There's a whole plan here that's kind of unfolding, and this is overall, the feeling that I get is anticipation. I'm seeing that he's quite content to sit there and wait. He's actually really looking forward to it. He's kind of sitting there looking longingly at his work here, his garden, and what he's planned. And he's like, oh, I can't wait. His harvest, he just can't wait. He's like, oh, this is going to be wonderful. It's going to be really, really delicious. It's going to be really, really fruitful. So that is that. And how is he feeling towards the union? I mean, you can't get more gorgeous than that. That is the Ace of Cups. I feel that he's completely surrendered. He can't deny what's in his heart anymore. He has fallen into his heart from his mind. He's very much in his heart now. It's this 9 of Cups. This is very much being in his heart, aligning with his heart's true desires. And this is just about, he's just not going to be able to do anything apart from offer. He's also very receptive now to divine grace, and peace. He's got like a real sense of peace, and he's receiving that. This hand is receiving, but this hand is also giving. Because he's finally going to be receptive, he's just not going to be able to do anything other than overflow and give and be generous. It's kind of, you know, after this whole take attitude, all that got him was, you know, here, take a load of swords to the back, and failure. After he's emptied his cup, he's now ready to receive what's truly for him and his truth rather than the lies. And it's taken a lot of strength to do it, but this is how he's feeling, and it's clear as day to him now what's in his heart. He can't ignore it anymore. It's very, very, very much his truth, his reality, and there's so much surrender, there's so much acceptance, and this is the reality. This is the reality now. The lie is gone, and the reality is there, and the reality is the Ace of Cups towards his true divine feminine, his counterpart. So that's lovely. Let's move on to the divine feminine. her recent past, we've got the Page of Pentacles. And this signifies the fact that she started to make headway, real advancements on where she wants to be. And it might have been small things or perceived small gains, but she's started on the journey. I've been getting this quite a lot in readings in recent times. I feel with the Divine Feminine, she started something on her own. She's going there and she's not feeling overly confident. I'm thinking, or there is a sense of like, oh, you know, I would rather it was something different. I would rather it was more. I would rather be the Queen of Pentacles with my Divine Masculine, or I would rather be the Queen of Pentacles at the top of my game in whatever I choose to really kind of go forward in my calling in life in this earthly existence. And she's not really feeling there at the moment, but the advice card will be related to that, so we'll come to that at the correct time. But she's made a start. She's made a start, and that is all that counts, because right now we're in the place of justice. This is dharma for me. This is very much the concept of dharma, which is, there's no English translation, but it's kind of like doing what is right for the time. And this is very much being aligned with what it is that you have to do, with the plan, with the law of the land, with who it is that you really are. It's all about authenticity. So this is kind of justice. This is an 11. This is what carries on from the Divine Masculine's 10 of Swords. You know, that we've got this one beautifully aligned sword. We've got this one, you know, a set of scales that are really in balance. And the Divine Feminine is in a real position of power. She's strengthened so much from taking this one little step with the Page of Pentacles. She's really feeling like she's aligning, she's coming into balance, everything is, and I'm seeing the fact that this one foot is forward. She's really making progress. Many people are really in a place where they feel so much more like they're in the right place, like comfortable, and so much more empowered. And it's only going to progress, because you are going to be the Queen of Swords. And this is about really getting everything right. And I'm really seeing getting things right in your head, getting what you want, really looking to the future and being like, this is where we're going to go, this is what we're going to do, and leading the charge. Really seeing a very clear path, creating a clear path. I'm hearing pathfinder, path clearer, almost like someone who's right at the front, who's leading the charge, really leading the way. And I'm seeing this is like a religious bracelet, and it's going to be spirituality and your own inner truth, inner alignment, inner kind of guidance as well, that's really going to dictate where it is that you go. A lot of it is going to be on intuition. This is also on intuition. This is the sword of intuition. Many of you will use your minds to find you the answers, to get you where it is that you want to go, and also cut off all the crap that was there with your previous relationship with your Divine Masculine. Like, you're going to be like, this is not okay, X, Y, Z, no, that's just not happening anymore. This is what we're going to do instead. So I'm really feeling like the Divine Feminine is going to really take the lead, especially if you want to talk about things like the 5D as well. Like, I'm not the hugest fan of talking about things that we can't physically see and prove, and that could be just speculation, could be just complete fantasy. Let's call a spade a spade. But yeah, if that resonates with you in the 5D, you will be taking the lead. You will be the Divine Feminines, because, I address you as you because most people that do watch my channel are female, which is going to be great news. It's all going to be very, very relevant when I tell you guys about my organic clothing. I'm sure a lot of you will get very excited. So I'm really excited to have you guys part of that. So Queen of Swords, she is completely in her best element. This is not about the Queen of Swords sometimes being too harsh, being a bit of a bitch, being a bit, when she comes upside down, she's all sorts of horrible things. When she's the right way up, she's all sorts of the best things. She's the greatest leader. She's absolutely formidable. She's a great tactician, and she's quite unstoppable. I always get with the Queen of Swords, she's like the real boss lady, kind of one of the most badass cards in like the entire deck. Really unstoppable. But that's kind of what I get from it. Now, advice card for, and that's where the Divine Feminine is headed. So I see ultimate success. You know, we've gone from a page to a judge to the queen. So you're going to be like the head of state. And I'm hearing that brilliant quote is, you are going to be the CEO of your own life. It's up to you who you hire, who you fire, who you keep on, right? So that's where it is. It's about having that sovereignty in your own life. It's not about ruling over other people, because quite frankly, no one gives a damn, and like, see how well that serves you. It's not about that. Sort out your own life, because you are in charge of who you hire, who you fire, and who you keep on in your own life. You are the CEO of your own life. You're starting to realize that right now, and there is a lot of crap that is going to get cut out of your life. Now, advice card, this is where it's related to this Page of Pentacles. You are going to be the Queen of Wands. Keep in mind where it is that you want to be, not necessarily where you are right now, because this is you know, this is very much kind of where you are, where you want to be in your materialistic life. And let's not really, you know, let's state a fact. Everybody wants to be in union. Most people that watch these twin flame readings, they want to know about union in the physical. They want to know about physical things that are going to happen in their 3D life. And that's what you need to focus on. Know that it is possible, that you've started working towards it. And it doesn't, you know, I'm not even hearing, it doesn't necessarily have to be to do with union with your masculine. If there's anything that's really, really on your mind, just being happy and having what it is that you want. I'm really hearing, don't think about who, just think about what it is that you want. That is what is important. There's a lot of court cards here. There's a lot of court cards. We've got, you know, especially on the Divine Feminine side, we've got, you know, even the Page of Pentacles, it's sort of a court card. Justice is sort of related to established things as well, and systems and structures. We've got we've got 2 queens and we've got 1 king. It's very, very much about, and so many swords. This is all about defending boundaries. It's all about honoring boundaries. Queen of Pentacles, it's about getting clear with what the boundaries are in the physical that are what you want. Okay. So boundaries and knowing what it is that you want so that you can bring it into your physical reality. That's what it's about. So get it clear in your head, and it will manifest in your reality, Divine Feminine. So important for you. How you feel towards the Divine Masculine. We've got the 8 of Wands and we've got the King of Cups. So, you know, you want your King of Cups. Many of you are also, your emotions are kind of, you're getting in control of them, and in a really kind of steady way. You're mastering them, basically. And a lot of you, this is especially true, take it as it resonates. Some of you will be, I'm seeing, just now I'm seeing some of you will be getting, the more you get into this kind of, yeah, you're the boss of your own life. You're responsible, and you realize how responsible you are. The Justice card especially, and the Queen of Swords, the most, you know, some of the most capable and the most responsible cards and proactive cards in the whole deck. So get your thoughts straight and aligned, and the rest of things in your life will follow. Once that starts to happen, that's when the King of Cups is going to come in with communication to you. And also some of you who are already in communication with your Divine Masculine, you're gonna want to make communication towards them and tell them really supportive things. I'm hearing, like, you're going to acknowledge the fact that they have gone through these Tower moments and these, you know, 10 of Swords moments, and they've come through stronger, and now they're much more authentic. They're actually in their reality, their authentic selves now, and they're going after their dreams, which is you. And you're really going to want to reinforce them and tell them that, and show your appreciation, and reinforce this Ace of Cups. Give them your own cup, you know, and be filled by it as well as fill theirs, which is reflected beautifully in this Temperance card as well. So that's what I see for you, Divine Feminine. Union energies, you know, I love seeing the Death card, because when it comes up the right way around, that means that transformation has happened. Whatever needed to be got rid of to make way for the new, that's happened. And the transformation, it's beautifully paralleled with the 10 of Swords for the Divine Masculine. Now, you'll also notice that every single card, apart from what was in the middle, came up upright. But the King of Swords did show up in reverse. This is just meaning that for some people, there is going to be a bit of a wait. There is going to be a bit of a delay. So I'm hearing some people are playing catch up, but it's okay to have this the right way around, because for many people he will be the right way around as well. And this is just all to do with the right things happening. Those things. It's a confirmation that things are going according to plan. Some people, the plan might be going a little bit slower, but it's almost everyone is in sync. To some degree, for the most part. There will be some exceptions, but the vast majority. I'm seeing this butterfly as well. Very bizarrely, there was a butterfly in the kitchen yesterday, a little white butterfly, and I just remember thinking, I've never seen that before. There's no reason for it to come into the kitchen, and it was just, I just felt like it was a really strong sign from the universe, saying like it was a white butterfly as well, and just saying that it was all about transformation. And of course we've got the ten of swords and the death card here, and it was very much to do with the transformation of the divine masculine. He's something completely different now. He has changed from this lion into a human being, almost like from something else into something so much more refined. And or he's very much in the process of integrating that right now, which is, for some people, that's why the King of Swords is upside down, but he will be the right way around very, very soon, because in the future we've got Temperance, and Temperance is all about coming into balance, balance. I'm also hearing Sagittarius season, so maybe December is going to be another important time. I'm definitely hearing December time. I've just seen a Christmas tree, and this being a representation of the angel atop the Christmas tree. The traditional kind of Christmas tree that we have in the West has a angel on top of it. So it's all really, really good stuff, and it's so beautifully mirrored. So underlying energies, we've got the sun. So these two cards are just the cards that I have just seen in every single reading that I have done. Incidentally, I'm also, I pulled a couple of cards for myself yesterday and the day before that, and I really got that there were some messages that were there for the entire collective, and that was that the divine masculine is obsessed with marriage at the moment. He's really, really thinking about marriage, all that kind of very traditional, long-term, stable, meaning forever kind of union. And it's not with, if they're with karmics or soulmates, whatever it is that you want to call them, if they're with other people, they're not thinking of that with them. They're seeing that they don't want it with them. What they truly want is with their true person, with their divine feminine. Really, really powerful stuff. The sun just means that underlying all of this is just the ultimate auspiciousness. The underlying thing is just ultimate success. It's the end of darkness. It's the dawning of realization. I'm seeing a beautiful mirroring with this XIX as well, because this is card number 19. But 19 is expressed as XIX in Roman numerals. So it's very much about a rebirth. It's very much about moving forward really joyfully. I'm seeing the number 4 with these sunflowers. So stability in every single direction. Everything is just so well starred, and the sun looks just so benevolent and happy as well. So really, really go out there this summer and just believe that good things are going to manifest, because everything's just really, really well starred for union, for everything that's right, for dharma, for the plan to come together. We've got such kind of planning cards with the swords, the King and Queen of Swords, with the King and the of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles. Divine Feminine take the lead. Divine Masculine, he's just transformed already. He's really getting into his authenticity, and his cup's just overflowing. He knows what's good now. He knows what's real. He knows his truth. And the sooner that happens, that's when union is going to happen for many people. And that's when communication is going to happen. And that's when everything's going to click into place. But it's happening right now, because it's all balancing out. And, we know what's going to happen. So I hope you've enjoyed this reading. Do get in touch, and if you do want a reading, don't forget, if you haven't already done it, do send that PayPal payment through, and then that's when I can confirm it. I don't know when I'm going to be doing my next readings. And thank you so much for listening, and I'll be back soon. Wishing you a wonderful weekend. Bye.